Black at 650 Gaming here, and welcome back to PC Building Simulator. It's been quite some time since we've done one of these, and there have been some updates. So that's going to do it for this. No, okay. So really the main one is this room has been mildly changed. Looking at it initially, you probably won't notice anything really. The lighting seems a lot different though, a lot more different at the moment. But the main thing, as you can see, I can swap peripherals now. So we'll head over here. So you only get Razer options at the moment, much to my dismay, because I am not fond of Razer, but I don't really get much of a choice. So we'll go with one of these, I guess. And we'll swap out the mouse. Sure. There you go. And we can get a different mouse pad as well. So we can get a Goliath, I guess. Don't they have one of them chroma beard things? Well, there's that. We'll just stick with that. You know, the RGB, isn't it? Oh, and we can also get headphones for some reason. Sure. Cool. Oh, there's also an NZXT puck. I honestly couldn't tell you what the puck does, so yeah, anyway. And I also built this thing, which gave me an idea. I want to build a computer similar to that one and see how far I can overclock it. So this thing was absolutely ridiculous. It's got 2 reservoirs and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 radiators. Why? Because I can. All copper tubing with copper fittings. All copper plated fittings at least. 2 RTX 2080 Ti's, I think. Actually, it won't let me tell unless I actually look over here for some reason. Weird. Yes, 2080 Ti. 1200 watt power supply. 16 gigabytes of RAM, 4133. Pretty good. I'm not too for the boot drive. Yoink. And 3D Mark score of 20,962 with a slightly overclocked Intel processor. So we're going to build something different, and we're just going to overclock it, because there's not a whole lot really to look into as far as the most recent update. Like I said, there's peripherals. That's about it. So we're going to look at cases. There's some new cases. For instance, the case at which we were just looking, I believe, is a super tower or something like that. So it's even bigger than a full tower, which that is not. They really don't have many full tower options. That's full tower. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a full tower or not. We do this fractal design, define R6 gunmetal. Tempered glass side panel. Ooh, Meshify C. I don't know. Lots of options. There are a ton of options now, actually, which is really sweet. Still, they don't have my case, but, you know, whatever. Mid-tower micro, full tower. Did we go past? No, we didn't. Open frame. Also open frame. Where's the super tower, or whatever the hell it's called? Nope. Micro. Well, I think it's just skinny at least. Micro. That. Ooh, I do like that. Deep cool Earl Sassy. Earl case. Whatever. H700i Extinction Wars. Reanimator. H500. View 37 RGB. We might use that one. That looks kind of neat. There we go. Thermaltake View 91 RGB. That's not the one I used, actually. I didn't know there were multiple super towers. Okay. Thought there was just the one. Probably gonna end up using that then. Lots of options. Like a lot of options. Fuck it. Give me that super tower. Did I already go past it? No. Thermaltake View 91 RGB. super tower. We can do mini ITX, micro ATX, SATX, and EATX. Max GPU length of 470 millimeters. And other stuff. Give me that. Jeez. That is huge. I have a full tower from my actual case. Holy shit. Alright. Well, let's open this on up. Oh boy. Take all that crap off. Oh, that was already open. Just couldn't tell. Okay. Take these out. Oh shit, I didn't know they had the thermal-take rings in here. I think those are relatively new. Oh, so we put a radiator there. And probably there. Put a radiator up there, radiator on the front. What are these? Interesting. Plenty of space for hard drives. We'll get rid of possibly all of those. Yeah, we'll just get rid of all of those because we're doing some overclocking for this one. Now, I'm not a professional overclocker, so take that out. I feel like this is starting to become a very flimsy case at this point. I didn't need to take that one out, but okay. Oh, Jesus, we could put a radiator in the bottom. Probably, at least. Alright, is that everything? Where... Those are on that side. Okay. I can barely see anything on here. Okay, well, let's get started then. So, we want an X470 board. Let's try to stick with... Well, I was going to say not MSI, but that's not a problem. Anybody higher than 3600? No, I guess that's the max for... whatchamacallit? No EATXs, only SATX and ITX. Mini ITX, actually. So I guess we gotta go off of looks alone. I like this one, I guess. Wow. That is absolutely microscopic compared to the rest of the freaking case. Jeebus. Alright, well, cool. Let's grab a huge-ass power supply. We don't need it, but I'll take it. We could get by with a 1200 probably, but here's 1500. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's actually put one of them dust filters. Never mind. So CPU then. I would like a 2700 X. Yeah, sure, we'll take a 2700X. It's already 4.3.5 gigahertz. So let's see if we can't hit 5 gigahertz. That seems... Alright. Come on, move the camera, please. Nope, not that far. Up. M.2 heatsink. Neat. Alright, well, let's do that then. So there's... I think these are the same hard drives, but they look different, so that's cool. 480 gigabytes will be plenty. Close it on up. We don't need that much RAM. Doesn't say which ones to use. So I'll go A and C, I guess. Or 1 and 3. We'll just stick with 16 gigabytes. What was the max? I think it was 3600. We might as well just do 3000 or some shit. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, we'll do this stuff, I guess, here. That was this. Cool. So that's 3200, so we'll make sure it's set to that immediately. Alright. Thermal paste. Okay, and since we're gonna be, you know, overclocking this as much as I can, 360 is the max, so one of those up there. Alright, put one up front. Yep. Can I put a smaller one on the bottom? Nope. Oh. Look like I can do one on this side. Oh. It seems to be very picky. Well, there's 2 radiators. Let's do a 140 on the back. Alright, we're up to 3. Oh, I could put some of those on the bottom as well. I don't know if I'm gonna do the graphics card or not. Do I need to take that out to put that on? Oh, I see. These are in the way. Oops, didn't want to do that. No, I definitely don't need those. I don't think I could even get to that, honestly, so we'll not do that. Okay. Now, I don't think we'll bother... Well... Shit, I don't know. Let's put a 140 on the bottom. We'll use the 2 140s to cool the graphics card. And, yeah, let's just take out a bunch of these. That should be plenty. Actually, one more. So these will be processor and these will be graphics cards. I don't think this is gonna work very well. Shit. Yeah, whatever. It's probably fine. Alright, so reservoirs. Let's do 2 of these. If I can. I might not be able to, actually. Oh man, I can only do 1 of these? This case is stupid. Alright, fine. Then, we'll stick with an air-cooled whatchamahoosit graphics card. That's what we call those things. Okay. Alright, so all that should be left is do the tubing and the graphics card. We will, of course, do a 2080 Ti. Alright, so we've got Founders Editions, but I'm good. 1770. Yep. Gigabyte Aorus. Oh, shit, we can do sideways ones as well. Aorus GeForce RTX 2080 Ti Extreme. 11 gigabyte. For a total of 22 gigabytes of video memory. Jeebus. That is ridiculous. I love it. Okay. Shove these back in there. Apparently close that. Oop, alright. Let's just throw an extra fan in there. That's case fans. We'll grab one of the NZXT rings. Or not. There, okay. So 140 or 120. Let's try 140. Nope. 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 Okay, let's try 120. Alright, sweet. There we go. Just, you know, get a little bit of extra airflow in there. Nope. Alright, good enough. So... Okay, yeah, all that's left is to do the tubing as far as I can tell, at least. Go away, alright. Blah, blah, blah. So, pipes. Let's go with... nickel. With, red fittings? Yeah, sure. Okay, so we're gonna go from a reservoir into the radiator. This is all sorts of jank. Alright. This is not usually a normal thing to do, I don't think, at least. Let's go with right angles, because that's definitely good for water flow. Bring that out. Okay. Sweet. Okay, that'll work. So we go from this radiator up to this radiator. Totally normal. Alright. Straighten that out and scooch it over. Let's get another point to do a 90-degree angle there. Straighten this out. Okay. And then we go from this radiator to the processor. Directly over the graphics card, because that's great for heat. Okay. From the processor up to this radiator. Let's just kind of get that going. There. It looks okay. As long as you don't look too closely. From this radiator over to this radiator. And it's just... Oop. Okay. Oh, sweet. Alright. Like that. And then from this radiator, it's back to the reservoir. Or from the reservoir to that radiator, whatever works. Straighten that out. Let's grab another point. Alright. Ta-da! So it's going through one. Alright, it's going through 1, 2, 3, and 4 radiators. Why? Because. So that's almost 20 minutes already. Alright, accept, and let's get this going. This in cables, it's fine. Didn't want to hit install, wanted to hit power. Ah, yes. So that fan isn't working, and that fan is not working. Whatever. It's fine. Let's actually shove this on there, and we'll turn it off, and we'll put all the parts back on it. Big ass dust filter on the top. Alright, another dust filter on the front. Or do that, that's cool too. Top panel. Turn it on, I guess. The front panel. Shut up. Alright. And over. Oh, okay, close it all up. Nice. That seems like thumbnail stuff. Alright, click. Alright. We're gonna do this. No. This. No. A little bit of this. No. And this one. Yes. Boy, that's loud, isn't it? And then we're gonna hold delete. Alright, so I've never actually in reality used any ASUS BIOS before, but it's all the same on here. So 3200, so we'll bring this voltage up to the max 165, well, not the max recommended. And we're gonna bring this up to 1.55, and wasn't it running at 43? Isn't it supposed to be running at 4350? Yeah, whatever. Apply changes and restart. And then it's going to be deafening for a second in 3, 2, 0. Whatever. Yeah, that's really loud. We're going to hear that a lot. Alright, OCCT. And run. Eventually. There it goes. So, CPU temperatures 95 degrees because there's no fluid. You imbecile. There's no coolant in it. Let's all pretend I didn't just forget to put coolant in the computer. If we can. Let's go orange, opaque UV, sure. This is going to take a while. Because it's got to go from the reservoir to the radiator to the radiator, the processor to the radiator to the radiator to the reservoir. And it's not even in the processor yet. And through the tubes, of course. There it goes. So this is the CPU. That's into the first 360mm radiator. And it's probably just about in the second one right now. Oh, I think it's done. Alright. Power on. Again. Alright. Shut up. Let's run that again. So we were in the 90s, about 95 degrees Celsius, I believe, and thermal throttling. This time, low 50, or not low, high 50s. Alright. 56, 57, so we'll stop that, and we will restart. And this time we're going to hold F2. Wow. Okay, cool. CPU. It didn't crash. That means 4 point... Let's fucking just go straight to 4.5 and 1.7 volts. RAM might be fine for now. Actually, the RAM will be completely fine because we're not doing the base clock, we're doing the ratio. So actually, let's bring that down. We'll do that. That makes all sorts of jank, and now that's higher. Okay, cool. That usually brings along a few more issues, but whatever. Didn't immediately crash, so that's good. OCCT and run. And crash. No, alright. Just about 60 degrees Celsius. That's a 104% overclock. Or possibly just a 4% overclock, actually. But, you know, whatever. Okay, cool. So, okie dokie there then, bud. Let's just raise that up a smidge more. Eventually we'll hit the point where it won't see the processor anymore because we cooked it. Which will suck. So that's 4539. Let's get rid of that. There's 45. And there's 4635. I don't know why I did that, but alright. We'll do 1.7 volts. Okay. So my actual computer is Ryzen 7 1700, and it's 1.55 volts, because that's the maximum my motherboard will allow. Stupid ass MSI. And it's 4 gigahertz. Because 1700 has a lower clock than the 2700X. Still in 60s. Well, just 60. Not even hitting 61. The highest we've hit is 60.98. Which is actually hard for me to look at. The blue on that red text, for whatever reason, is making almost a 3D effect, and it's hurting my eyeballs. Okay, cool. So, 60. So we take it higher. I'd say let's just jump straight up to 5, but that won't work. We're not too far, though. So let's just 4.7. I don't really want to add more to the RAM, or voltage at least. Oh, have I? I don't think I've upped the voltage on the processor past where I already had it, have I? We're up to 8% overclock. And there it is. Alright, clock interrupt was not received in a secondary processor within the allocated time interval. So let's try adding voltage. if that's adding voltage to the processor, if that doesn't do it, we'll get rid of the base clock stuff and we'll just do ratio. So let's bring that up to 175. Apply changes, because I don't really want to add more voltage to the RAM. We'll try adding a smidge more voltage to the RAM. And yep, okay. RAM high. Boop. 175. Because adding the core adding the doing the one that makes it weird numbers increases the RAM speed as well for some reason that's beyond my comprehension. And when you up the speed of the RAM, it uses more voltage. And if it doesn't get that voltage, it freaks the fuck out and, you know, crashes. So we will bring that back down. I guess I could just bring this down as well, huh? Let's do that. Alright, because it's supposed to be... it's supposed to be 3200. So then... let's just try that. Let's see if that fixed it, because if that didn't fix it, then it's going to be the processor, in which case I will add more voltage to the processor. Now this doesn't seem to really simulate an actual, like, stable overclock. It's either it's overclocked or it does this. So, same fucking interrupt secondary. Alright. So we'll add more voltage to the processor, which might, how your ears doing? Which might fry the processor, but if it does, then, well, guess I'll end. 1.8 volts. Okay, that's fine. Let's go with it then. It's okay, it's fine. Ah. Yes. Well. Huh. Played around with it till I broke it. Alright. Ah, well. Still looks cool except for the blinky power supply, but whatever. Alrighty then. Oop. Oh, that is what I want. Okay. No. Close the door, please. Haven't you people ever heard of close the goddamn door? Oh, it's install. That's why it wouldn't work. Alright. Well, there you go. That's going to do it for this video. I killed it. I killed a 2700X, which is usually a kind of difficult thing to do nowadays. And personally, I don't actually know how to, hold on. Yeah, it seems to be having some issues now. Oh, I can't even look at the stuff that would be for the CPU. Fair. I don't actually know how to up the megahertz in the way that gave it funny numbers on an actual BIOS, because that's not really what normal or what a real BIOS looks like for the most part. I mean, it's fairly similar, but not exactly the same. But whatever. That is going to do it for this video. So, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see some more overclocking, or if you have any tips for overclocking in the game, and in real life, actually, I'd love to get a higher clock on my processor. Might try that later. I don't know. Go ahead and leave that in the comments below. If you know I don't know, actually. I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah, if you have tips for overclocking a Ryzen 7 1700 on an MSI shitty X370 Gaming Pro Carbon, let me know, because like I said, it's locked at 1.55 volts, unless there's some hidden option to let it go past that, and I haven't checked. Or I might just need to update the firmware, because it's been a while since I've done that, because I don't like to do it, because I lose my overclock. Either way, like I said, that's it. So, if you didn't enjoy this video, don't leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.